Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We'll be starting shortly.
Hello, beautiful people.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hey everyone.
Hey, Deless, good evening. We'll
Good
get
evening. So Sean, we was supposed to read the book before we came, right? Because I don't remember this
no,
book getting assigned to us.
no, definitely was not. No,
Oh, okay.
not at all. Thank you for asking that question too, though, Deless. I appreciate it. How was work today?
Work was great.
Great. Okay.
I gotta show you my new camera setup. I'm about to send you a picture.
Okay. I'd love to see it. Give me 1 second. I'm actually changing my shirt. Give me 1 minute. According to package instructions. Okay.
Hey Ronell.
Hey, Delez. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Listen, I'm good. I ain't spent no real good time with you, Delez. I feel like I need to change that.
I know I've been kind of missing it in January.
Listen, don't worry about it. January fly like a thief in the night. So
Yeah, I got another business that I started and it just took off so fast.
that's good.
Yeah, it is good. So, well, it is good, but I feel like it's been taken away from real estate. So,
You
Well,
feel like
it probably
it
will if
had.
you start it up.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes Sean.
Listen, don't listen. Mm-mm. He being nice right now, so I'm gonna be quiet. I'm be quiet.
Always nice.
Hmm. That's up for interpretation, but
I'm always nice. Luis, how are you out there today? Christy, Vicky, Jada, Shantae. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Vicky, I know you and I have a phone call we need to have about your idea.
Indeed.
Indeed, indeed. I don't know why you couldn't text it to me.
It was too long.
Too long. Okay.
It's easier just to speak on it real quick.
Okay, got it. All right. Is it an idea that's going to help everyone or just you?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay. Is it going to make some money?
Yes,
Really?
absolutely.
I think everybody likes money here. Awesome.
I, indeed again.
Indeed, indeed. Ambernique, hello. How are you today?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm doing well too. You look like you're in a nice place right there. Look at that chandelier behind your head. Where are you?
Oh, getting my nails done.
You're always getting your hair done and your nails done. Okay. I love it. Absolutely love it. An iPhone user right here in the middle. I don't know you smiling right there. What's your name? Yes, yes, you looking at your phone right there. I'm talking to you. You want smiling at me? Yeah, you. We can't hear you. You have it on mute. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Let me see here. Hey, Stephen, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, brother? You got it?
Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
I'm here.
There you are. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm in Florida. It's cold.
Cold in Florida?
Yes. Don't
Lady,
you
you
see
need
my
to come on.
jacket?
Listen, you need to come to North Carolina where we are, then we'll show you cold, all right.
Oh, it's cold in here.
Well, okay, what's cold to you? What's the temperature down there right now?
Let me go see my air condition.
Okay.
It is cold.
It's cold, you said.
Hmm. Oh, it's 73. That's cold.
It's 73.
Yes.
Somebody here in the Charlotte Metro, what's the temperature right now, if anybody knows?
Charlotte. You must
Like
be in
in the
your
50s, I
50s.
think.
50. It's 50 degrees.
Yeah,
50 degrees.
that's freezing.
That's freezing.
Hmm.
Yes, it is very cold here in Charlotte. And you said it's cold there. No,
Yep.
we've got cold for you for sure. But that's awesome. Thank you for joining us, though. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to give guys a few more moments to jump in here, pick friends. Thank you all for taking time out of your evening to join us. Really appreciate that. Scott, how you doing over there, man? I hadn't talked to you yet.
Cuzzo, what's happening, man?
Hey, man, how you doing today?
Doing all right, man.
Awesome.
I'm making it. I'm making it happen. That's really what I'm doing.
Making it happen. Okay. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Great to see you.
great to see you too, Cuzzo.
Yeah, man. Now, Lifestyle International Realty. That's all of us. You can't have that name. That's everybody. Marco,
Oh,
how
that's
you doing,
me.
man?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Listen, didn't I just talk to you like 5 minutes ago?
I know. I'm trying to see the habits of what is it? The 7 habits of highly effective individuals in Sean.
Yes, sir. There we go, man. There we go. Good to see you, guy. Good to see you, man. Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you real quick. If you don't know Marco, okay, Marco here is a partner down in West Palm, and Marco is the man. Marco, tell us real quick. Oh, come on, don't be humble. Marco, what was the last flip you did down there?
Well, I'm in one right now, but I
Okay.
closed one about 2 months ago. It was an acre and a quarter home, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Nothing crazy.
Uh-huh.
I try to do 8 to 10 a year, like on average,
What's the average price point on those, Marco? Don't be humble.
like 555 right now.
555. And what's the most expensive flip you did last year?
It sold for 1.4.
1.4. My man. I love it.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been begging you to come to Charlotte, man, and talk to us and our agents, man, about fixing and flipping. Okay. And you won't do it. You won't come.
Oh no, I'll definitely come. I gotta go there and see what all of the hoopla's about, man. You guys are blowing it up over there. I love the way you guys are coming together, Sean. And man, shout out to your agents and all the agents of Lifestyle, really. But it's a culture for us, man.
It
And
is.
I don't see it any better anywhere else in North Carolina. I'm dying to go see it.
Man, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I
Yeah.
really, it means a lot, man. I'll tell my agents here, man, really quickly before we get started. When I came to Miami the first time, you were one of the first partners that I met, and you didn't know me from a can of paint. And just the way, man, you loved up on me in the hallway, man, and just started talking to me, man. I didn't know anybody. I'm shy, man. I'm in the corner. And
Easy with me loving up on you, man. I don't want nobody getting the wrong
oh,
idea.
come
But
on.
I definitely saw that there was huge potential. I actually had thought that the Carolinas was a place we needed to place a flag, and man, it's been home cooking. I mean, I think what you guys are doing over there is absolutely fabulous, and I'm here
Thank
to
you.
support whatever I can do.
Man, I really appreciate it. But I want to make sure they understand, man, that you did not know that I was there to be a partner when you met me. You just
Correct.
saw me, man, and just the kind person you are, bro. You just started talking to me, man, and sharing with me. And then Michael Valdez came over and told you, yeah, this guy's from North Carolina, man, and he's down here,
Yeah.
man, with George to be a partner. So you were just sharing with me, man, just out of the kindness of your heart. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love you
I
for
do
it, man. I
remember that. I
appreciate you.
remember that. It was
Yeah.
definitely, man, listen, everything happens for a reason, and you align with people for a reason, and I think that's goes along with some of what we're going to talk about tonight with this book, some of the habits.
Yeah.
And real quick, not to storm on your parade here, but like definitely one of the habits that I think our agents need to stick with is just being who you are throughout the transaction, being transparent and not trying to be somebody else. Just be yourself. And if you can figure out a way to do that, I think you succeed in every facet of this business.
Thank you, man. No, we really appreciate that. You've been an agent for how long, Marco?
14 years.
And prior to that, you were a police officer, right?
Yes.
No,
Yep.
okay, awesome. Yeah, man. Thank you for your service there. Listen, Miami needs you right now, it sounds like. Um,
No, I'm not going back, brother. That's what I retired for.
Oh man, I know. Awesome, man. Thank you for sharing, man.
Yeah.
Really
All right.
appreciate
We'll
that.
be here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yadi, how are you doing today? Sierra, Greg, Christy, thank you all for joining, man. Really appreciate it. Yetta, thank you for joining here as well too. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go ahead and jump in real quick. I'll let people come in as they see fit and get started. I don't want to keep you guys long tonight, but I definitely want to talk about the 7 habits of highly effective people and how it relates to our business. So I plan on doing this every single week on Thursday because we don't have enough time to go through an entire book in one session. So tonight we're going to go through chapter 1 and what it means for you, what it means for your business, your personal life, etc. Okay, so let me get this present. Let's open this up. Oh, I'm sorry. Say it again. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. He introduces the concept of a paradigm shift in chapter number 1. And he discusses how our perceptions, conditioned by our experiences and beliefs, shape our view of reality. Let me admit these folks here. There we go. All right. Let's see. How can I move this? Y'all give me 1 second here. Let's see. Can I move that too? Yeah, there we go. All righty. So he emphasizes that in order to change our effectiveness, we need to change our perceptions. Now, this chapter sets the stage for understanding how personal change must precede any significant improvement in our professional and personal lives. Guys, let me see if I can mute everybody. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Let's see here. All right. So who can tell me, you know what I just said you mute, but who can tell me real quick what they believe a paradigm shift is? Anybody?
A complete 180 change from thinking of one way to thinking a completely different way.
There you go. Thank you, Scott. That is correct. Changing the way that you think and then changing it. And you said a 180, making a complete shift in your thinking, right? Give me an example, Scott, of something that's happened recently that's caused a paradigm shift in your life.
Waking up early. I used to hate
Mm.
waking up early.
Hmm.
I'm a night owl by nature. My mom's a night owl. She trained me all my life to be a night owl. So a paradigm shift for me would be becoming a morning person, the person that
Becoming a morning
wakes up
person.
at 4 o'clock in the morning, making coffee and going to the gym and working out, starting to prepare my day.
And how has that shift made a change in your personal life or your business life?
Business business wise, it's actually allowed me to be prepared for emails, text messages, phone calls, and actually being able to well, what I started to do was schedule those things out, even
Hmm.
emails, so that those things would go out. Like while I'm in the gym working out, those emails and text messages will start systematically being sent out to clients, systematically being sent out to my farm, systematically being sent out to my sphere of influence, so that I can start getting responses by the time I get back home and get in the shower.
Okay, so you're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, are you setting that all those emails up after you wake up in the morning? Like, what does that look like for you?
Usually, yeah, either in the morning or if I find that I'm going to bed after 10 o'clock, then I
Hmm.
usually try to do it before I go to bed because I know I'm probably not going to wake up at 4 o'clock if I'm going to sleep after 10.
Hmm. Now, I remember when you and I had the conversation about getting up early when you first came over with a lifestyle, and I remember the pushback you gave me on that as well. You said, absolutely not. I can't get up that early. I won't get up that early. It's not going to happen. What made you decide to do it?
I came to realize that if I don't wake up early, then all successful business individuals wake up early. That early bird gets the worm is very true, but more importantly, there's a reason why that's the case. Um, Being able to get things done before other people are awake
Mm-hmm.
and getting those things done before people have a chance to think about the things that they're going to experience in their day. Like I can pretty much have my entire day planned out and set up while everybody else is just now waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I love that.
if I can get my stuff done before anybody's even awake to think about their day, then I'm already 2 steps ahead of what they're going to do. Strategically, if you think about it in a game of chess, the objective is to always stay two or three moves at least ahead of your opponent. And in the game of real estate, if we're talking about me competing with other agents, then I have to try to do whatever's necessary to be
Mm-hmm.
ahead of what other agents are going to be thinking to do.
Mm-hmm. Man, that is so true. I was actually on a Facebook Live one day, a live stream, and this gentleman, he's a coach somewhere in the U.S. He started making his phone calls at 7 a.m. and I thought he was absolutely nuts, but he was doing this live on Facebook in a private group. And his reasoning for starting making calls at 7 a.m. is that he said, if I'm going to be cold calling people, then I want to be the first person they talk to when they wake up in the morning. I don't want to call them after they've talked to, 20, 30 people and they're frustrated, they're mad. So I've got to get up really early in the morning, role play my scripts, make sure I know exactly what I'm going to say, who I'm calling, study their homes, and I start making calls at 7 o'clock. I watched that gentleman start at 7 a.m. and by 8:30, this guy had 3 listing appointments set up for that day, and it was mind-boggling for me, mind-blowing. So for those of you that think you can't get up early, you can definitely do it. I remember very vividly Scott telling me that he would not get up that early, that he likes to stay up late at night, and that he couldn't imagine seeing anywhere near 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So Scott, thank you for sharing, and I really appreciate that. Uh, Anyone else want to share a significant paradigm shift for them coming through 2023 or even this year, 2024 already? Don't be shy today, guys. We're all family.
So I would say, Sean, for me, it would be mindset.
Mm,
Coming from a career where I had been the expert for 20 plus years
hmm
to starting the year as a new real estate agent, and getting comfortable with I don't know it all, and that's okay because I know somebody else within my sphere that knows the answer.
hmm I love that. And Ronielle, has this been scary for you?
Oh, hell yes, yes.
It has. And what give me one example of something that you're doing to overcome that fear?
So honestly, it's daily affirming myself and giving myself grace.
And giving yourself, guys, I'm sorry, I just realized you're looking at the wrong screen share. Give me 1 second. Thank you, LR. I didn't know y'all were
I'm
looking at
like, I
text
know
message.
it. I was wondering what we're supposed to be looking at.
Oh man, I run 2 monitors over here, man. I've got a really big one, almost as big as the TV screen in front of me. And I've got another monitor. So you guys may think I'm not looking at you, but when I'm looking this way, but I'm looking at you actually. I didn't realize that. LR, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Yep.
Y'all can't. Okay, fantastic. Sorry about that. Okay, Ronielle, carry on. I'm sorry.
No, I finished my statement. I just said my affirming myself and giving myself grace.
And giving yourself grace. Okay, I really appreciate that. Give me one affirmation that you're using to affirm yourself.
Um, I am a millionaire real estate broker, and I have what everyone needs.
And I have what everyone needs. Amen. I claim it with you, Ronielle. Thank you for sharing. Amen. Yes, I claim it with you. Anyone else want to share a paradigm shift before we move forward that's taken place and shaped their worldview over the last 12 months?
No, Sean, but I'll second what Ronielle said. I swear she's over here. Get out my head, Ronielle, because mine is exactly like yours for sure.
Exactly. Who said that?
Great minds, Bianca.
Oh, Bianca.
Bianca.
Man, I haven't
Yes.
heard your voice in so long. I didn't even know that was you, Bianca.
Oh my
Fantastic. Well,
goodness.
welcome to the party. And
Yes.
happy birthday. Too.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. You know what? I'm actually going to call on somebody as well. I know she's driving right now. But Jada, I want you to unmute your phone real quick. I'm going to call you to the stage. As my girl Shantae says, to the red carpet. Okay? I'm going to pull you on the
I'm
red
here.
carpet. Huh?
I'm here.
Yeah, so guys, listen, I'm calling her on real quick because I know that she just left great security. Okay. Jada is a nurse by trade, and Jada joined our firm what 2 weeks ago now?
Yep. Hmm.
Two weeks ago now. And Jada said, listen, I want to be a real estate agent. I love nursing, but this is what I want to do. This is my path. And she came in not having a clue about sales, not knowing what to do, didn't know how to cold call, nothing, right? But I've seen her at the office every single day, every day, sharpening her sword. So give us one example of a paradigm shift for you, Jada. Something over the last 12 months that shaped your reality.
Ooh. Um, I feel like I'm still needing shaping, if that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
as I'm here listening to y'all, saying like, oh, like it was like a mindset thing. I feel like every day, like even today, I need to change my mindset because I have like this hard expectation on myself, and I'm not where I'm at. So
Hmm.
it frustrates me, you know. I'm getting emotional, so I hate that you called on me, Sean. But I think believing that I could do certain things, I'm
Hmm.
still working on that. But I don't know. I don't have a direct answer for you yet. It'll be part of
It's
my
okay.
homework, but I'm working on it. I'm working on like every day, taking it like one day at a time. Um, and I lean on people a lot, like Vicky. She's been a great support system. So I don't know. You're making me emotional,
Yeah, don't
but
cry
yeah,
on us. It's okay.
Can
yeah.
I say something to you,
Sis,
Jada?
we together. Listen, we are family. We
Yeah,
need
it's
that
Yeah.
okay.
comfortable space.
I think she needs a puppy, Sean, right here.
Oh man.
I'll deliver to North Carolina.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. Yeah. I don't have like one thing where I'm like, oh, this is the flip. You know, I feel like every day I'm still constantly trying to get that flip. Like, you can do this. Like, you're not where you're at, but you can still get there, if that makes sense. It's been like every day just basically pushing past that, like, fear of like, dang, like, what if I did all of this and it doesn't work out, you know, and having faith in the process. Um, it's a thing that I'm still honestly working on, you know, and I want to continue working on it because I want to get to that point where I'm like, wow, I changed my mindset. You know, I want to have that because I think mindset is a big factor in a lot of things. If you're unconfident in yourself, it can show in your work. But I'm
Hey,
appreciative of
Jada,
all of y'all. Yeah.
I'm going to say something to you, and I don't want you to get discouraged. I'm saying it to be encouraging. You're going to always feel that way because your potential is unlimited.
Amen.
You're limited by how far you want to go. That's your limit. And if you have no limit to how far you want to go,
Hmm.
every place that you've never been is unknown territory. So it's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be a little bit intimidating, but it's not put there for be intimidating. It's put there to let you know that you don't have a ceiling.
Hmm.
And Sean, can I
Be
say something?
comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yes. Yes, you can say something. Whoever said that. Yes.
So this is Bianca again. So Jada, I hope you don't mind, but I just wanted to
No,
chime in because I spoke to her today just to see what she was doing and if she was up for some
Hmm.
lead generating. Um, and we were talking and she was just sharing how, maybe she felt like, she wasn't doing enough or it wasn't working for her. And I could totally relate because I'm one of the newer agents and I would often get frustrated just because I felt the same. So I can really commend Jada for being transparent because it's kind of hard to step into a new industry and just admit to feeling defeated and you haven't been in it long. So I commend you for coming on here, sharing that in front of everyone. But I've been there before. I can relate. Des and Love had to help me get out of my own way by sending me things like The Secret and different videos that kind of help reshape my mindset because I was literally being a Debbie Downer. I wasn't giving myself grace, and I'm new to it. And I know after repetition and my first couple of transactions, I'm going to be able to see myself in the chat with everyone else. So I just wanted to share that because I feel you, girl. I was there for a long time,
Thank
but
you.
I'm not anymore. So, and because I'm not there, it does kind of show in certain things I do and say and post on my social media. And believe it or not, I've had 3 people reach out to me in 2024 already pre-approved and ready to go forward. So I don't want to speak on it and, it not, something
Yeah.
to be what I need it to be, but that just goes to show that something and this is from something I did last summer. Like I held a table at a veterans event as a vendor or a door hanger. So it's stuff from way back, but people are just now reaching out to me. So just keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna spin the block for you because yeah, it did it for me.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Sean, real quick,
Yeah.
just wrote on what she just discussed, and thank you for sharing. I think that you are closer than you think to where you're gonna be there sooner than you think, because just the vulnerability and the fact that you understand where you're at in the process. Once you do hit that stride, there ain't gonna be no turning back for you. So you're closer than you think, and I think it's refreshing to hear.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Hey
So
Jada,
I'm gonna
I don't know if we met before, but I would say if you haven't started George's that link he shared with us, the personal power 30-day mindset transformation, you should definitely start that because I've honestly been consistent with that. It might be the most consistent thing I've ever done, but every single day I've been listening for an hour and writing in a workbook, and like my total my mindset has shifted. And I mean, everyone thinks like I have a really good mindset. The only thing I'm always defeated with is working out, staying consistent, losing weight, and eating right. And since I've started that journey, like I've lost 10 pounds. I mean, like I work out 4 times a week. Like it has definitely shifted my mindset on what I want in life and making sure like I set clear goals on achieving them. So I'll send you that link if you don't know where to find it, but it's definitely been very pivotal for
can
me
you send it to
because,
me?
yep, I will.
Can you send it in the chat, please? Because I will need that too.
What I don't know if I can do it in the chat. Who said that? I could just send it to you on because I'm on my computer and the link is on my phone.
You know what, Diles, can you text it to me real quick, and then I'll drop it in the chat group.
Okay.
Yes, I need it too.
Okay, yeah, I'll drop in the chat group. I do want to say real quick, man. Listen, when we started these book club meetings, I had no idea if people would participate or respond. You guys are awesome, man. Like Jada, thank you for sharing. Okay, listen, you almost had me choked up over here crying a second ago. Okay, you did, but thank you for being brave and sharing with us. I'm going to echo everything that I heard just now. You are well on your way. Okay. I've been following you on Instagram and watching your videos. And, Dwayne and I were talking about this the other day. Your energy on those videos, even though I know that you're scared to death, okay, you have found a way, man, to channel that fear into your videos. And your energy is great. The smile, the enthusiasm. I told you the other day, it's infectious. People are going to see that. Okay. I don't think you have anything to worry about or fear. The one thing that I've learned over the years of me just, having great faith and understanding the laws of attraction and all these things is that I don't have to worry about the how. I don't have to worry actually at all about anything. God is going to provide for me as long as I just keep having faith. I keep showing up and keep doing what I'm supposed to do. He takes care of everything else. And I'm telling you right now, man, it's going to happen the same for you. So kudos to you for jumping on here and sharing and letting me call you to the red carpet, like my girl Shantae says. Okay, I appreciate that and thank you for sharing. Anybody want to add one more thing before we move forward? Thank you, Jada. Let's get it. All right. So Scott told us, right? The paradigm shift refers to a fundamental change in the way a certain concept or model is understood or approached. It often involves a significant alteration in the underlying assumptions, beliefs, or practices that shape our understanding of a particular field or discipline. And of course, our field or discipline is real estate. So here are some action items, and I want to talk through these things here as well too. I'm going to drop this link in. Thank you, Delesh. Let me give you guys a link to the Tony Robbins challenge here. I will tell you this also: if you're not doing this, I highly advise you guys do it. There was another agent at the firm that told me that she was doing this as well, and that it was life changing. Oh, Shanisha, I know exactly who told me. She told me that she's also been doing this and that it was life changing for her. So much so I'm going to start this myself too. So Deless, I appreciate you sharing how it's worked out for you because I had to lose 30 pounds myself. Okay, and I'm struggling. So I appreciate that. All right. So action items, guys. Anybody can jump in here, man. So reflect on personal beliefs and how they shape perceptions. I think we just did a really good job of that. So you do some inner reflection on your personal beliefs and how they actually shape your perception. You know, an example for me is I've never ever thought that I was enough. Okay, not ever. As a matter of fact, I was part of a phone call yesterday with I'm gonna call her Mama Vaughn for the sake of this phone call. I was on a phone call with her yesterday talking about a transaction with one of our agents. The call lasted for about 2 hours, and I found myself in the driveway of my car crying. Okay, I'm not afraid to admit I'm a man. Okay, I'm not afraid. You want to fight me? Come on, fight me. Okay, because I cried. So what? Okay, but I was in my driveway in tears yesterday talking to her, her building me up. Okay, and telling me that I was enough, that I had the tools to do what I need to do, man, to make sure that I'm a good friend, father, husband, partner with lifestyle, leader for you guys, broken charge, whatever it may be. And I just got filled up because Jada, sometimes I feel like I'm not enough either, man, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I just told Marco a second ago, okay, Marco that says lifestyle on the screen. I just told him a minute ago before the call that he said, hey man, how come you're not doing flips? I said, man, I'm scared to do a flip. He's like, what? Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to do a flip, Marco, because I'm scared to lose my money. And he said, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. You to come down to Florida and go around with me. So I think everybody on this call has some fear somewhere, some shape, right? We all do, but we've got to kick that fear out. So start reflecting on your personal beliefs and how they shape your perception. Identify experiences that have significantly influenced your worldview. Okay. Recognize situations where your perspective might be limited or biased. All right. Who wants to jump on here real quick and tell me? Okay, you don't have to, but anybody that wants to share, you see the points on the screen. Who wants to jump in here really quickly and tell me about a personal belief that they believe is holding them back? Anybody, somebody.
Like rejection.
Rejection. Who said that?
Bianca.
Hey, Bianca again. All right. So you said rejection. You believe is something that's holding you back.
Yes,
Okay. And let's talk about rejection for a moment. Now I know that you're in sales already, correct?
I am. Yes.
Okay. Do you ever get told no at work?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. Now, do you think that is rejection, or is it different real estate?
It's most definitely rejection, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a little different because I know I still have that support from my hourly. Like if I miss out on a sale
Mm-hmm.
for its commission. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it doesn't really impact me the same way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, versus, real estate, you only get paid on the deal. So I'm
Mm.
like, Dad, like, I don't know, it just hits different, Sean.
It just hits differently. How how
Yes.
how often are you told no throughout the week in your real estate business? Or does the fear of rejection stop you from doing real estate at all every day?
Not every day, but yeah, it does interfere, I will say.
Mm, okay. So
With
Sean,
with cold calling, not the 3 foot rule. I think I've gotten past the 3 foot, just being told no or not getting that contact. But
okay.
with the cold calling and breakfast with champs and Dwayne, I think that's what hinders me from doing as much calling as I should. The fear of rejection.
Okay. So you've been on the Breakfast with Champions call,
Oh
and
yeah, I'm on there often.
you're on there often. Okay. So you understand then how to overcome hesitations. I'm assuming, is that a yes?
Yes.
It is. Okay. So now in your current day to day right now, you make phone calls, right? In your full time job.
I take calls. Yes.
You take calls, right? Okay. And on that call, you are required to get some piece of information that your company has said, hey, on every call, you should get this thing, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then when you don't get that thing, are you pulled into coaching? Does somebody yell at you, fuss at you? What happens?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pulled into coaching, and they're gonna ask me, okay, so what happened?
So
You
what
know,
happened? Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. And you're still alive.
I'm still alive.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. I said that to say this. Listen, I also worked in a sales center, as you know, and
Hmm.
and and crazy enough, I had the same fears that you had. Okay, making cold calls for some reason, and I couldn't wrap my mind around why that was. Okay, but it was the fear of failure. It was the fear of interrupting somebody or bothering somebody, or them telling me to stop calling them. Am I on point for you as well, or is it a different fear for you?
Yeah, you're on point. Yeah, I guess I just think about, like, I said something to Dwayne last week, and he's like, don't say that, because I'm like, well, Dag, they already talked to XYZ amount of people. What can I say that's going to differ from what they already heard from XYZ amount of agents?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my struggle.
That's your struggle. Okay. I would suggest that you keep doing it. Okay. I would also suggest that you change your mindset around the phone calls. I mentioned law of attraction. Somebody had their hand up. I want to come back to you, so please keep it up so we can get you on. But I would suggest that, okay, I took a class called Bold, okay, many years ago. I took it 3 times actually, from 2018 to 2020. And in this class, they made us cold call as one of the afternoon sessions. Right before those calls took place, we all had to stand up, okay, and shout really loudly, okay, that they're happy, they're home, and they want to list with me, okay. We would shout this out 3 times and then pound on our chest like crazy people, trying to get ourselves psyched up. I would suggest that a part of what you are experiencing when you're making these phone calls is actually self-inflicted. What I mean by self-inflicted is that you're going into the phone calls, Bianca, probably expecting, like most people, that you're going to be told no, or that you're going to be hung up on, or that somebody's going to yell at you. And if you expect that to happen based on the laws of attraction, what do you think is going to happen?
Just that.
Just that, right? So then
Hmm.
how do you then start working on changing your mindset so that you don't care about the outcome of phone calls, right? You don't have to care. I'm telling you, you don't have to care about the outcome of the phone calls. If in every aspect of your life, if you stop caring about the outcome, what's going to happen if this thing happens? If you stop caring about that outcome and really start trusting and believing in your faith, things will change. I'm a witness. There's a lot of witnesses on this phone call. okay, on the Zoom call right now, a lot of them that'll probably echo the same sentiment, okay? You have to let go of the how and how you're affecting what's happening on those phone calls, okay? Just make the phone calls. Don't worry if there's a yes or no on it, and just keep dialing and just keep believing and watch what happens. Somebody had their hand up. Please
It was
jump in.
it was me, Sean. Good evening, everyone. I wanted to ask a question about what do you think is holding you back? And
Mhm.
I wanted to chime in because and there are possibly other people that can relate to this.
Who is this?
But oh, this is Chantel. Is my name not on there?
No, ma'am. Hey,
Oh,
Chantel.
I
No,
gotta
it's
change.
not.
I gotta make sure my name is on there. All
No.
right. My I think one of my major issues is not only asking for help, but knowing where I need the help.
Mm,
Because to your point, it's not phone calls, but I also don't want to feel like it's a bother because everyone in this business is so very busy and they're focused on their craft and sharpening their tools. And
mhm,
you have the same resources. So like I have a very low acumen when it comes to AI. It almost scares me just a bit because I'm like, how did you know that? How did you like pull those out of my thoughts? So I'm
mhm,
still trying to work my way to use it. I know it's a great tool and I know that it could really catapult my business if used in the right way. But
mhm,
that's where I struggle finding, okay, how do you not overstep boundaries and make sure that you're giving people enough time to do what they need to do, but still humbling yourself enough? And I really hate that word humble because I'm not humble whatsoever. But just in your mind saying it's okay to ask for help. We're a family, we're a team, and these people want to support your business as well. So it's okay to ask for help. I really, truly struggle with that.
mm.
And just also making sure that if I've time blocked the time, don't take anything else, no matter what's going on, who's calling. If you've set this time aside to do this in your business, make sure that you follow through because you might not get that hour or 2 hours later. So just making sure that I'm on top of the time that I've blocked, take care of
Mhm.
it, and asking for help when I need it instead of thinking that I can do it myself and then either giving up out of frustration or possibly doing it wrong.
Chantel, thank you so much for that. Tell me this, and I'm going to call on you too, LR Graham. Okay, in just a moment. You both struggled with video content. Okay, and I remember in our first meeting, you and I in a one-on-one, I challenged you to shoot some content. Now you were already doing content, other kind of content like workout stuff, and you had in the gym in the bathroom with your camera on and having fun. But when it came to real estate content, you were like, absolutely not. I'm not.
Definitely has I was very hesitant, but
You
I'm
were
glad
very hesitant.
I'm glad that I took your advice on that one because it has started to grow my business. And you know, if I
Mhm,
wouldn't have done that, I don't think I would be feel I would still be in a place where I felt so defeated. But now I'm ready. I'm just waiting. You know, it's God has already aligned it, so I know it's coming. I'm glad that I don't feel that like I just want to give up. This is too much, you know. So I'm glad I took your advice on that.
awesome. Was it the constant just turning the camera on that helped you to gain the confidence, or was it doing affirmations? What was it that helped you to gain the confidence to do that?
It was the affirmations and the daily writing in my journal. Remember, we had discussed, he was like, well, do you write? I said, yeah, sometimes. He's like, you got to do it every day. Once
Hmm.
I started doing it every day and
Hmm.
saying my affirmations, I felt a lot more comfortable with myself in
Mm,
front of the camera. I'm better in person. Like I'm authentic. If you meet me, you're like, oh, okay, you'll never forget. I know that girl. But on
mm,
camera, I always look at what the audience might see
mm.
perfections or did I mispronounce a word? You know, is my hair sticking up? Just little stupid things that don't even matter in the grand scheme of things. But once I let that go, thank you, Lord, it started to get better. I'm still working on it. Not a perfectionist here, but I'm definitely not where I started. So I'm thankful for that.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, one of the things in Tijuana, I see your message. I'm going to let you chime in here as well too. One thing that Chantel and I also talked about was developing an alter ego. Okay, somebody to show up in place of Chantel. So Chantel is actually a teacher, well, a teacher, not a school teacher, but Chantel is an instructor at Vanguard Securities. Okay. So any new people coming in, she runs their onboarding classes, new hire classes, teaching people about, trading, investing, and so on and so forth. So the one thing that I told Chantel was, listen, if you're afraid, right, is the teacher, the instructor Chantel afraid? Say, absolutely not. No, that's my classroom, right? I said, well, why don't you start bringing Chantel, the instructor, out with you when you get scared, let her talk for you.
But
Yeah, let her be
that's
the person that shows up. Have you tried that yet?
that's what I've been doing, more or less. Yes, I just
Mm,
her on, and here we go.
the
So
alter ego.
absolutely, and
I
I'm
love
very,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Chantel.
Thanks, Sean.
Tijuana Evans. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Tijuana Evans, please unmute and chime in.
Good evening, everyone. This is great. This is really good. My struggle is time management.
Mm,
I feel like I'm pulled in so many different directions and it
mm,
throws me off a lot of times. Like I'm something and someone to everyone. And I know that a lot of us are experiencing that.
mm,
So my thing is, just trying to navigate through that whole piece of, just blocking out time. And
mm,
that really means just being like extremely structured,
mm,
um, where, this is my time to prospect.
mm,
This is my time to focus on this. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And just really having that as uninterrupted time.
mm,
So I struggle with that because, like I said, people expectations um are for me to respond. At least that's how I feel. You know what I
mm,
mean? So it's like
mm,
a lot of y'all don't know, but I work at my church on Tuesdays. So right after the meeting, I'm at my church.
mm,
And so that's a whole nother a whole nother aspect.
mm.
Um, and I
Sheesh.
mean, who said that? Is that Scott?
Scott.
You know it. Because I feel
Scott,
too,
no, we go to the same church, so he knows, like the demands or whatever have you. But even
Hmm.
like today, I had this whole perfect schedule planned out, and it was perfect, at least for me.
Hmm.
Um, and that just got unending from 10 to 2:30. Okay, and that was just very unexpected. It threw me off a little bit, but I
Mm,
still said, you know what? I
mm,
am still going to put my door hangers out. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Still going to
mhm.
do that. I still have admin things that I need to do with Yachty, and I'm still going to do that. You know, um, so that's my thing. It's just the time management
Mhm.
and being just what I need to be for everyone and to everyone. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. And you've got a lot of people in the chat group saying that they absolutely feel the same way. I, and thank you for sharing. I struggle with the same thing, Tijuana, of course. I want to ask Marco, though, to unmute real quick. So for those of you that don't know down in Florida, Tijuana is actually one of the partners here in Charlotte. She owns the Harrisburg office. Marco, as I mentioned earlier, owns the West Palm office. Marco,
Right. Yeah,
you have similar challenges as well. Okay, I'm sure you do. How do you?
absolutely.
What are some things that you do to manage your time and stick to your calendar?
Yeah, I think that what Tijuana says has a lot of merit. I mean, we put a different type of pressure on ourselves because we know that a lot of people are also dependent not only on what we're teaching, able to put out, able to bring to value to the table, but then you have your own day-to-day business that you have to run also. So one of the things that I implemented starting at the beginning of the year was that I did more delegating, as far as bringing more help to help me, navigate the waters of being a leader. So you know, I did hire a VA at the beginning of the year. I told Sean, and you know, that's really cleared up a lot of time in my schedule where I now can give to the agents, back to the agents, and not feel that pressure that I did before, because I did feel the same way, Tijuana.
Hmm.
But
I personally believe Tijuana could benefit from having
Yes.
a personal assistant. I really do.
yeah, things that are like, you know, the other thing is that you guys have a, you know, again, I'm gonna reiterate, I don't need to be there to know that you got something special brewing in North Carolina and South Carolina. I can see it. And it starts with the leadership. And the fact is that the way she feels is that tells me she's a great leader. I mean, period. I don't even know Tijuana, but I can tell you she's a great leader, because those are the things that you're gonna find, is that you always feel like, okay, what can I do better now? Okay, I did that. What can I do better? The stress for you is never gonna go down, Tijuana, because you're someone that's always gonna push yourself. But just know that perhaps finding the stuff that you can delegate to a VA or to an assistant may just be the little release that you need to not feel the way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
I agree, 100%.
you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just to add to that too, you know, again, I had the same conversation, Tijuana, and it's difficult, you know, and I think for everybody here, we all have, you know, challenges and things that we're working on, whether it's our kids, our spouses, our, you know, boyfriends, girlfriends, you know, work, whatever it may be. You know, we plan out the perfect schedule. And then, you know, it happened to me yesterday. I had a great schedule planned out. George texted me at 8 o'clock and said, "My God, man, I want you to share about this AI thing." Okay. And then from there, my whole day was, the schedule was thrown off. Right. So you've got to protect your time. You've got to know how to say no and be comfortable saying no. You know, going into the office every day, right? The agents want to see us, and you know, as the owners and partners and brokers and charges and things like that. And you know, it can definitely interrupt the flow. You know, we've got to be comfortable telling them that we need to do X, Y, and Z, and so on and so forth. So I got to get better at that too as well. So Tijuana, thank you for chiming in and sharing with that. I really appreciate it. You too, Marco. I do want to stay on the subject of fear for one more moment. LR, can you please unmute? So while she's figuring out her unmute, she's not a tech person, okay?
I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Now she likes to break stuff, okay? So LR is a 12-year military veteran, retired, you know, officer, and likes to jump out of perfectly good airplanes. And I never understood that, because I'm definitely afraid to do that. I will never jump out of an airplane. Okay, I'm just not doing it. But LR, can you share with us? Because I know, unless you're just absolutely crazy, like I think you are, were you afraid to jump out of a plane the first time you did it?
No, 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 I wasn't.
What?
No.
Okay. So as crazy as that sounds, I know something that you were deathly afraid of doing. And what
Yes.
and what jogged my memory of it, right? It made me think about it, is I see the green grass behind you. Okay. LR was deathly afraid of shooting video content. Okay. Now she's gone out and invested in her business and got cameras and podcast stuff and green screen and everything. How did you overcome the fear of finally turning that camera on after us poking you and prodding you and badgering you to finally start shooting video content? What changed? What was that paradigm shift for you?
It was like everyone has said tonight, it was a mindset, right? So being in the military, OPSEC is like one of the most important things. So you do not disclose where you are, you don't talk about where you've been, you don't put your name out there, number or anything. So being programmed to understand that's what we do not do, and then coming to a different industry to where that's the only way we get business, that was a really hard transition for me. And then not to mention growing up, country, living, my mom and them, they come from the country, Huntersville, when there was nothing up there on Neck Road. We were more like, we sing, but we're never heard. So having that as a child and then going into the military to where we're doing the same exact thing, it was the mindset. I realized that if I wanted to get paid, I needed to get my tail on this camera and I needed to talk. And honestly, I would see other people do it and I would compare myself to them and then realize that they're not even giving them great content and that I could do it. And I did. And I'm still working on it, but I did.
But LR, you have a good recording voice too.
Oh, do I? Okay.
You
Little do you
do.
know.
You,
You do.
you should have told me that.
You do, LR. You come across very professional, knowledgeable.
Yes.
Every time I see one of your videos, I'm like, wow, that's LR.
Remember
Like, man,
when we was at the golf course and you was trying to put that video on my face and I was like, get
yeah,
away.
you were running for camera. Like, no, like, yeah, she would not do video content at all. So for those of you that are thinking you can't do it, okay, that you're afraid to do it, okay, you can definitely do this. Okay, you can shoot video content. LR, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. So listen, guys, these calls are really only for an hour. And I'm still stuck on slide number 2. There are 11 more. Okay, and I want to get to my family. I'm sure you guys want to get to yours as well. I hope with all of us about some of your fears and your paradigm shifts and things that you're working on and things that challenge you. And let's do it again next week. Hopefully, can somebody just jump off and give me, a takeaway that they had from the day, please?
It's not gonna kill you.
It's not going to kill. It is not going to kill you. What else?
That there has to be a paradigm shift in order for you to move into, honestly, your purpose and destiny.
Amen. Amen to that as well. Who else?
You don't have to fear the unknown.
You don't have to fear the unknown, Shy. Amen. Who else has something?
And that we're not alone. Like I think everybody who was vulnerable tonight, I'm pretty sure all of us can relate on, in some facet or the other.
Amen. We can. Anybody else want to share? All right, man. Listen, I love you guys, man. Hope I have a good rest of. Oh, Scott, you
Yes,
want to share?
hold on. I'm
Go ahead.
to you.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Scott,
Scott,
go
you can
ahead.
jump in. Go ahead, Scott.
No.
Understand that your paradigm shift doesn't have to be automatic. It doesn't have to be immediate. Sometimes those shifts take time.
Mhm.
Don't pressure yourself into thinking that it should be something that happens that is going to happen overnight. It's not.
Mhm.
It takes a while to recondition yourself to do something that you're not normally conditioned to do.
Mhm. Amen. Scott, thank you so much. Like switching from Android to iPhone. Kind of like that, right?
How about the bad
Never.
news is time? The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot.
Amen.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Awesome. All right, guys. Listen, I will see you all next Thursday. For those of you that are here in Charlotte, I'll see you all, I guess, at some point this week or this weekend, next week. Again, I love you all, man. Thank you so much for sharing tonight, guys, and joining me here. I'll see you next week. Let's go get it. Y'all have a good one.
See y'all
Thank
next
you.
week.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you all. Bye bye now. Thank you too.